Looking back at my primary school's days, it feels like a collection of memories too wild and wonderful to be true. My primary school, which was built with mud blocks, were filled with joy, mischief, laughter, and a good dose of trouble. It was not just a place of learning, it was a whole world on its own. Each morning began with assembly. We would sing the national anthem, recite the pledge, say morning prayers, and end with, "Oh my home, when shall I see my home?" Funny enough, we always went to home at the end of class. 2. Fights that never ends. 3. Going home with the sound of Congo music and Bonvita adverts blaring from every home. I can't recall going home cheerfully knowing that I was likely to be confronted with yam porridge as lunch. How I hated that food then. 4. Sitting beside or behind your crush. Your friends calling you Mr. and Mrs. and you secretly like the phantom marriage. Chai. 5. One day, a Jack came to class with a strange balloon that refused to burst. All of us were busy blowing hot air into it when two teachers walked into the class, saw the strange balloon, and with mischievous grin warned us against playing with such balloon. Looking back, I realized that was the first day of seeing a condom. 6. Oki the bully, who stupidly wanted to extend his hand of bully against me, who was a teacher's son. Well, I quietly reported him to my mom. "Call me mom's boy, no you subby." By the time my mom finished dealing with him, even his police father, who he often boasted with, was unable to help him. 7. Working in the school farm while the teachers shared the benefit. 8. In creative class, you were either asked to make a broom or basket or buy one from the market. The teachers shared them at the end of the term. 9. Children and Independence Days were often fun days. Preparing for March Past and other sport competitions, representing your school with so much pride before the local government chairman and anticipating the result of the March Past. Unfortunately, one particular school always win the March Past. Chai, corruption you didn't start today. 10. My worst memory of primary school has to do with Neko's yellow pants. You see, Ejike was a very mischievous boy. He was the first and only person I know that brought pornographic book to school. One day, this boy came to school with a mirror and told us to always put it under the girls' skirts to see their pants. He would slide it under a girl's dress and would tell us the color. When he slid it under Neko's skirt, I protested. Being my crush, I thought it was my duty to protect her dignity. Who sent me, I don't know. I hurriedly went to remove the mirror. Like the devil wanted to punish me that day, Neko observed the commotion and raised alarm, and the mirror was seen. Unfortunately, I was the one with the mirror. Juliet, I don't know the devil that pushed her, shouted and reported me to the teacher. At the top of her voice, she told the teacher what the mirror was meant for. How she knew, I don't know. I protested my innocence, but the teacher was just looking at me. She calmly asked me, "Casey, what the color of Neko's pants?" I said, "Yellow with black dots." She asked Neko and she confirmed it, and all hell was let loose. I know that Neko always wore yellow with black dots pants. How I know, I can't recall. Ejike and the boys denied me. The beating I received from Mrs. Mercy that day was out of this world. Even my mother was told, and the look of disappointment on her face broke my heart. Ejike, wherever you are now, may God, well, I forgive you. Looking back over the years, I wonder what has changed in our primary schools. I realized that my era, as crude as it was, still maintained its status as the golden era of public primary school in Nigeria. The degeneration of public primary school is totally heartbreaking. I nearly cried when I recently saw a public school pupil going to school with a broom as product of his creative art. At this age where Japanese and Chinese children are creating prototypes of mobile phones. Even our fun days were days gone by. Independence and Children's Days are now simply holidays or sit-at-home days. Even the so-called private schools can only boast of nice classrooms.